Hi, I'm Robert from Lwflowers.com. Today we got some Colombian product. These are snapdragons. They are probably 60 or 70 centimeters in length. This is kind of a smaller hamper that you would get out of Colombia or Ecuador. Things are shipped in. You know, they should be shipped upright, but it never happens. They always end up landing down. So your Colombian or Ecuadorian snaps, which these are from Colombia, you know, they're not anything like California. When California snaps are in season, they're probably by far the best, but these are very nice straight stems. The California snapdragons, their tips will curve. I've had better luck with these not curving, even though they're shipped in a box laying down. Why, I don't know, but we'll see how they pull out of it. Out of Colombia and Ecuador, they will put some gauze on the end. It's usually got some water in it. This one here tends to be a little bit dry. I can see the flowers are thirsty. So this hamper is a master box out of Colombia. Packed 15 bunches, 150 stems. These are white snapdragons, basically for the holiday. Everything this time of the year at Christmas is red and white. So I decided to try some snapdragons out of Colombia, see how well they do. But stems are straight, stems are tall, nice flower, nice color. So said this time of the year, it's winter, it's hard to get nice snaps out of California. They are there, but it's a little bit difficult to find. Growers don't quite grow them there, but during the summer months, when they are in season in snapdragons in California, they'll be 100, 125 centimeters like the Lwflowers. They are grown in the field, so they'll have thick stems. So these, pretty consistent year-round. Colombian Ecuador's got a pretty consistent temperature. So, you know, I like the fact that they are shipped with a little bit of water, kind of like the orchids. I tend to think they don't get as thirsty when they're shipped like that. I think they last a little bit longer when they're in the box, because when they're in the box, even though they're in a box and they're not in water, they are maturing. So these probably had even less color on them, you know, when they were picked. So you want to take them out of the box, take a look at the foliage, make sure foliage is good. I see a little bit of browning here on some of these bottom snapdragons. Some of that's to be expected. A bunch was on the bottom of the box, so you know you can expect to have a little bit of damage every once in a while. You know, these are flowers. They're shipped pretty quick. They get them here in a day or two out of Colombia. I'm in Idaho, but just about anywhere in the United States, they get in a couple of days traveling. Travel FedEx or there overnight. You know, this is a master. So you get 15 bunches, which is 150 stems out of Colombia. Out of California, they do 10 and 20 stem hampers for Konas. So again, they need a good drink. They're good, they're fresh, great quality. I've got my quick dip here. Even though they have a little bit of gauze here on the end, they've got a little bit of moisture in them. We're still going to quick dip them. I believe that helps the foliage to last. I believe that it helps the product to stay fresher longer. I've used it, I've had great success with it. My bucket's here, clean, ready for the product. It's got crystal clear in there. So the first drink they get will be the quick dip. Drink right behind it will be the crystal clear. Again, give them a nice cut on an angle, down to some fresh meat here. You see that nice fresh white meat. You just want to make sure that it's not dry. Get them in the crystal clear and in their bucket. In the bucket of crystal clear. Quick dip, then crystal clear. Again, give them a good cut them right on an angle. Don't worry about taking that off by hand, because you can just cut them right off. Cut an inch and a half off the bottom of the stems. Get them in a good inch of the quick dip so they get a good drink. My recommendations, always let these drink 2 to 4 hours before you sell them or use them in any kind of arrangements. If you're a wholesaler, I like the 2 to 4 hours before you even put them in the cooler. They just don't hydrate well. Anything less than that, it takes them a little bit to drink. They've been coming in on a plane, so they are thirsty. So they're ready for the fresh water, but they still need to hydrate. At this stage, if you cut them, use them in arrangements, especially Oasis. Right now, they'll never drink. They'll be dead tomorrow. So hydrating flowers at the very beginning of the process, right from the growers, I believe is the best. It's the best. It's the best preparation. It can also be the worst. If you don't know how to prepare flowers right from the grower, it doesn't seem like it's that difficult, but a lot of people really don't know. But if you prepare your product at the beginning, at the first stage right, I feel the product lasts longer for you. So again, this is a hamper of snapdragons out of Colombia. They're 10 stem bunches. They're 15 bunches to a box. Or a hamper, a master hamper out of Colombia is 15 bunches. They're white snapdragons. You can buy them from the growers at lwflowers.com.